Manifestation, I do believe. Manifestating my future me. Mad at my past, but I'm not mad at me, cause I believe that I can do anything. Welcome to Killloane's Quote of the Day, a podcast where I, Killloane, alongside my special guest Saman Yavari, spread some positive energy by providing you, the listener, an inspirational quote, a knowledgeable quote, or a quote about positivity to help manifest you having a great day. Today's quote is by Steve Jobs, and it is, "The only way to do great work is to love what you do." Yeah, let's get into today's quote.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty simple, but I think it's very, again, meaningful. I think I've said this for a lot of quotes, but you just got to do what you enjoy. You know, you can't be doing something that you hate, and it never works out, right?
No.
Right? Like, even if you think you might be like fully motivated or fully disciplined for the first like 3 to 6 months, you can go 100%, but you'll eventually burn out.
Yeah, well, not only that, but there's like a different type of gain or benefit from doing something when you actually like doing it.
Yes, yeah. I feel like it's a sense of fulfillment, right?
Well, yeah, like a fulfillment or some sort of like, you know, when you're doing something, and this is so weird, a lot of people are like, well, I don't like doing the dishes. I actually like doing the dishes because right,
my worst chore.
Right, hear me out, because they're clean when they're finished.
Right, yeah. I mean, that's fair.
So like, and I know it's weird, I didn't start liking to do the dishes off like, oh yeah, let's do the dishes. Woohoo, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then I found something I liked about it. Like, damn, these dishes are clean.
Oh, like finding an element that you like?
Yeah.
Right.
And then that made it more fun.
I guess you have like an end goal, right?
Yeah, but if someone was like, hey, do you want to do the dishes? I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good.
I mean, you get nothing out of that, you know? Like,
if it was my own dishes, like, you know, different situation.
Yeah.
But it's just something that like, instead of like, oh, I have to do my dishes now, it's like, I get to do the dishes, get to make them all like nice and sparkly. And I find it more enjoyable or more fulfilling because I like doing it.
Right, that makes sense, yeah. And on that note, like the end goal, right? Or the result you get at the end, which is your clean dishes for your example, right? Like going back to like, let's say a job example, right? Like fulfillment you can only get like from doing what you like, if that makes sense. Yeah. So I'll try to explain it better.
No, I get it, because if you don't like it, how are you going to be fulfilled, or how are you going to like...
Yeah, and if you're just working for money, let's say, right? Then you can be thinking, why am I working at this job? I can work at this job, this job, this job, this job, and this job for money. All these jobs will pay money, right?
Yeah.
So then you're like, I don't want to do this, right? But fulfillment, like how many things actually fulfill you? Like it's not...
Or make you happy for getting paid.
Exactly, yeah. You know? It's not that many. So like that's why, you know, you have like, you stick to it. And that's why you're so much better at it, because you don't give up. Yeah. Because, you know, what else can you do, you know?
True. And do you think as well, when you're doing a job that you like doing, that you actually try more?
Oh, 100%. 100%, yeah. Because like on those days that you have bad days, right? Like if you like it, you still can work on it, you know what I mean? But if it's a job you hate, I'm not going to put 100% effort in.
True.
Yeah.
True. Honestly, it's like me with like music. There's a lot of things that you have to do as an artist. Especially an independent artist. And I mean like from press releases to even album art to even when I'm like writing a song, you know, if you don't enjoy it, or, you know, and like obviously I love writing a song, I love performing. Yeah. But sometimes I don't like making album arts. Right. But then once I started like finding something that I liked about it, obviously seeing the outcome as well.
Yes, yeah.
Do you think that helps as well? Like having something to look forward to not get yourself interested, but look forward to make you like, I'm keen to do that today. Like that's something that I could see myself doing, kind of thing.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like you mean if there was like an end goal that you get out of it?
Or just something you'd be like, that was
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the main thing I keep in mind, right? When doing something, it's like, why am I doing this, right?
Yeah, true. There's no point in you just doing it for no reason.
Yeah, but if the why is strong, you know,
then it becomes
I'm
more
doing
like...
this because I feel better or I feel happy doing this, then I'm much more likely to do it, you know?
Yeah.
But again, like I mentioned before, it's like, why am I doing this just for money? Then it's like...
Well, this is what I'm trying to like think of, right? When it gets back to that, because you're doing it, is that when it gets to a point where you're like, I don't feel like this is work because I love doing this?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it doesn't feel like work, right?
Yeah, because you love doing it. You're enjoying it. You're like, this is fun.
Yeah.
Like, I know this might be weird, but you know, like grandmas and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, where we're going with this? Pause. Yeah.
Okay. They love doing gardening.
Right. Yes, I have noticed that.
Right. When I was a little kid, not keen to do gardening. I love doing gardening now.
Oh, really? I can't get into it. Eh?
Really? Well, like just like trimming over over branches and just making everything like look, you know.
Look, the end result is cool.
The end result, but not the actual doing.
Yeah.
Well, the process is half the fun.
That's true. That's fair.
You know,
yeah.
because like, if everything was just an end result as well, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like this is actually quite good on the quote itself, because the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If everything was just trying to finish something, then would you really be loving what you're doing?
No, I'd say no. Yeah.
Because you got to enjoy the process.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You know, so like I mean, like gardening might not be the best reference, but gardening might be really good for grandmas. Grandmas out might be like, yeah, I love gardening.
No,
like that's my jam. Like
no, a lot of people do enjoy gardening, or you know, some sort of chore.
Yeah. Also, yeah. You know, so but you have to really enjoy it. Apart from looking at the outcome or the you know, you have to really enjoy the process.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you've found that you actually enjoy the process more than the outcome?
Oh, content creation for sure. Like I love talking about things on camera, right?
Yeah.
And like sharing my knowledge.
Yeah.
But the end outcome, it's a video. Like at the end of the day, like video's okay, you know?
Yeah.
Like sometimes they don't do a couple of views, like they only do a little bit of views, but that doesn't really affect me because I enjoy the creation.
Making the video.
Yeah,
because the making the video was enjoying. Papers flying everywhere, guys. Because the making the video was enjoyable.
But that was the fun part, yeah.
It's like this. We were talking just before we actually started this episode. I was like, I'm looking forward to filming because we've got lots of episodes to film.
Yeah, exactly.
For the end of the season. But I'm also not looking forward because it'll be over. And like, I know that everyone will be able to finally see what we've been, you know, recording, I guess.
Yes.
But for me, it's like, I really enjoyed making these.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Like I really enjoyed the process. And a lot of people might think it's work.
Yeah, it didn't feel like work at
it didn't
any
feel
point.
like work at all.
Any point,
like,
it never felt like work to me, yeah.
Yeah, bump the thing there, but yeah, it didn't feel like work at all whatsoever. There'll be a part of excitement there where it's just like...
yeah. But yeah, it's just like we're just having a yarn really and just talking about things that, you know, make us happy, or just again sharing positivity, right?
Sharing positivity,
which is
a bit of...
You already do that anyway. You know
I
what
try
I mean?
my best. I literally am a cup half full kind of guy.
Yeah.
You literally like someone could, I don't know, hit me with a spoon and I would be like, yo, I've got a spoon now. Yeah. I would literally be like, yo, I've got a spoon now. Of course I didn't enjoy being hit with the spoon.
Yeah, but you
like,
see the positive.
Yeah, I see the positive side of things. I got a spoon now.
Yeah.
You know? Like, yeah, so I'm just a genuinely positive guy, and I really enjoy doing this to not only bring positivity to your guys' mornings, especially when we talk about quotes like this.
Yes, yeah, this is a good quote.
Because I think it's so, like we're talking about work, and at the end of the day, we are working.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel like it.
It doesn't feel like
yeah.
it. Like I literally, and I think that's just the best thing to do as well. Yeah, is to really enjoy the process.
Yes, yeah. And I reckon there's quite a lot of people out there working a job that they hate, right?
Yeah.
And what is your best advice to them so they can move on and do something they enjoy?
Oh, that's a good one.
Because like when you think about it, why are people in those situations, right?
Normally money.
Yeah, normally money, right? Yeah.
Well, I'll put this aside. This is a great thing I heard, and it was, if you're working for money, then you're already not expecting the best possible outcome or looking at the best possible opportunities that what you're doing can offer.
Right, yeah.
Because you're going into it for money.
Yeah.
Not going into it thinking like, I don't know, we'll just say, right, working at Macca's.
Yeah.
What is the end possibility from starting at Macca's, right? So the end possibility is you could become a restaurant manager.
Yeah.
But if you just go to Macca's and think, well, I'm just going to earn money.
Yeah.
You know, so the first thing I'd say is really look at things like that, like, you know, what you're trying to get out of things, opportunity wise and stuff like that, or even just growth, growth. Second thing is like, obviously, if you don't love what you're doing, you're not going to enjoy it. And it sounds so silly me saying that, but because it's so obvious.
right? But I mean, you won't even enjoy it if you have like the money value. So really find out what makes you happy and whether you're able to take a pay cut financially, because we all know how like everyone has to live.
Yeah,
right.
Sure.
So I'm not telling people to go quit their job because they're unhappy.
Yeah,
I want to say, like, from not only a positive point of view but a realistic point of view, sit down and be like, well, could you take a pay cut or find another job that might not be paying as much,
right,
but you're happy?
Yes, yeah.
So that would probably be my best advice for
Nice.
anyone who's really trying to like look at getting out of their job so opportunities. So like if you're looking to try and get out of your job, well, if you're there for money, have you looked about the opportunities?
Right, yeah.
You might be like, this could be your bubble, dude, you know, and like you got a whole rest of the whole bubble to look at kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you're trapped inside this, like, I'm there for the money.
Yes,
you know?
Yeah.
And then, the second one is like, obviously, what I said before about the, like being able to find something you do love doing, but for that pay cut. So I think that covers both really well.
Yeah, that's good. And adding on from that, I feel like money should never be the end goal, because most people need money for something else, right? Money
is
not
we all need money.
Yeah,
reality is
for sure. But I mean, money is not like an end goal. You know what I mean?
No, happiness.
Happiness or freedom or like
freedom. That's the best one, bro.
Yeah.
Freedom. Do you work? I mean, freedom is like not freedom like freedom, but I mean freedom is like freedom to do what you want when you want because you're financially capable.
Yes. Yeah. But if you have some sort of target goal which is not money in mind, right?
Yeah.
So for example, like the best example I can give is like before, like a few years ago, I was working 5 jobs, right?
Yeah.
Didn't see my family. Like I was making a good amount of money, but I couldn't spend time with my family or my partner or anyone. I couldn't focus on my business. I couldn't even go shopping because like I didn't have the time. So I've got all this money and I can't even spend it. And I'm miserable, like so miserable, right? So like, money is 100% important. Like you said, everyone needs it, but what do you need the money for? And that should be your goal. So if you're, let's say like my goal is to travel, for example, right?
Yeah.
It's a common goal for a lot of people. Or to buy a house or whatever, or to raise a family. We've got to raise a family.
Yeah.
It's a nice wholesome one.
That is a really good one.
Yeah, my goal is to raise a family. But, if you're always working, are you going to be able to have the time to raise a family? You know what I mean? Think about like, I need time. If you need time, then what can you you need to work on something that can give you time. You know what I mean? Because again, if you keep working and you become a restaurant manager, if anything, your time's going to go less.
Yeah, and definitely prioritize your happiness.
Yeah,
on
for sure.
On what your happiness is as well. Because like you said before, working those 5 jobs and whatnot. Yeah, like dude, you had heaps of money, but
did nothing for me.
You weren't happy, right?
Not at all.
Do you feel like and be very honest with obviously as well, but do you feel like you're more happy earning less money and having more freedom?
100%. Yeah, 100%. Because and I think for people who are stuck in a bad job or something that they don't like, right?
Yeah.
It's better to be stuck in a bad job and getting paid less.
Yeah.
But then you have free time to do what you enjoy.
Yeah.
And I think, because a lot of people I think they don't do what they enjoy because they need money badly, right?
Yeah.
But you can work in this job to get a little bit of money and then work on your project or whatever your hobby is.
On the side,
On the side until that takes over.
And I also think as well, and this goes out to everyone who's in a job, you don't have to accept the work conditions that you're working in as well.
That's huge.
A lot of people think that they can't speak up.
Yeah.
And they're in this, we live in such an amazing world right now, that literally you have the power to speak up. And I really believe that it all starts with just making that first step of just being I don't like the way Becky's talking about me or
whatever
I come into this negative situation, because you could really like the money, but the workplace might not be good as well.
Yes,
so then that you got to really think about your happiness like that as well.
Yeah.
But not to say that you can't change that. And even everything that me and the bro are talking about, you have 100% the power to change or to apply into your own life.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's the most amazing thing is none of this is unachievable or a fairy tale dream or anything. It's no, this is 100% achievable. This is the reality we are living in now. And I think you guys just really need to find out what you really want to do and then do that, because just like the quote says, and I just want to make sure I'm actually getting this right, the only way the only way to do great work is to love what you do.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. That's a great summary, actually. And you put it up, you said it really well.
Yeah, I almost felt like the work, like I've had the quote, but I don't want to mess the wording up, you know, you know, be like, love what you do and you'll be happy. No, I knew that it was, worded properly. So, yeah.
But real good point.
Awesome. Yeah, right. So I think that was everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
Great.
Thank you guys so much for joining us on today's quote of the day. It has been an absolute pleasure. If you guys want to check out our socials, my name is Killloane, Killloane, and the bro will give you all the information on his socials and where to find him.
Yeah, so it's just Saman Yavari, SAMAN space YAVARI. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
Awesome. We hope that you guys have a great day, and remember, you can do anything you put your mind to.